My name is Wanda and I am a meditation coach. What attracted me to work with Peter was his authenticity, that he speaks from his heart and he really is out there to help business people that starts out and smaller businesses that wants to prevent problems. And I could just hear that he has done it himself, he's made the mistakes and he wants the rest of us not to make them. Before I met Peter, it's actually funny, I think I was living a bit in dreamland because I had these big aspirations that I will make money quite quick and it's going to be fairly easy and only in one way. And I did not set up the groundwork at all. So I was just fumbling in the dark and soon realized that I was hitting a wall. And then I met Peter. When I met Peter and he introduced me to the leverage business life, the one thing that really grabbed me is when he asked me, Wanda, are you working in your business or on your business? And it took me 3 seconds to think, but isn't that the same? And the aha moment came, no, it's not the same. And that really rocked my boat. Before I met Peter, I was a complete slave to my business, selling my time for money. When I realized that I was a slave to my business, it dawned on me I was going to do this for the rest of my life if something doesn't change. And I am lacking time with my family, I'm lacking creativity to grow the business, and I'm lacking the creativity to think of new things because I'm always under pressure. After attending the Leverage Business Life workshop, the one big thing that's changed for me is possibility and thinking out of the box. I have come away with so much new knowledge on having lateral thinking, around having different business models for that matter, and asking clever questions like who instead of how. What's changed for me getting clear on my life rules was the type of life that I want to lead is not being supported by my business model right now. That's very clear. The impact to find out that the business I have now is not going to support the lifestyle that I want is pushing me to be more motivated and driven to collaborate and get creative. I do not think I could change my business without establishing my life rules because it has changed my perspective completely. Once I've established my life rules, it became easier to establish my business rules because I came to the clear understanding that what governs my life is more important than my business, but without the one supporting the other, it's not going to work. The one big thing I will change in my business because of doing the exercise of establishing my business rules would be my pricing structure. I've realized that I was selling time and time is the commodity that is very expensive. I've come to the realization that my time is my most precious asset and I will have to look after it very carefully. When I looked at my business assets, I realized that I was coming up short. I only had one. And it never crossed my mind that it's not sustainable. And the one asset that I had running for me was only me. It is not a sustainable business model. And it was a rude awakening, but I'm so thankful for that awareness because now I can go and change it. When Peter made us do the exercise regarding the customer journey, I found that powerful. Understanding the journey is much longer than you anticipate. It starts before the client actually met you and it continues way after you delivered the product and service. It was an eye-opener. Now that I have a customer journey, the biggest thing that will change in my business is my product deliverance. I need to have some form of scaling up and have some shape of automation, which I thought I could do without. Thanks to this workshop, I have realized the team and the support that I would need for my business does not necessarily have to come from me. There's many ways to leverage support from outside sources and it's never crossed my mind. When I leverage this team and support and new assets, it's going to grow my business 10 times. Getting clear on the numbers has probably been my least favorite exercise in the workshop. And the proof is in the pudding. We don't like to do the things that we are guilty of. It was a rude awakening to look at those figures and understand that my financial independence is going to take new strategies, and I'm grateful that I now have them to put in place. If you are considering investing in the Leverage Business Life workshop, I would highly recommend this to you, because you are going to save yourself so much errors, pains, potholes for the future. And in today's times, with ever-growing information, you actually cannot afford to make those mistakes.